Good morning. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back to work on our One Sweet Winter journal. I'm using Stamperia paper. I got it from Shannon at Mixed Media, Minnesota. It came as a whole big kit. I think I did a preview of this at some point, but it may have been like last month. Don't know. Anyway, I am using I took the insides out of this book, and right here are the insides. I'll show you what I'm doing with that. And here's a little trick for you for sewing in your signatures. If you have these little tiny bulldog clips, just fold this in half like this and insert it there, and then take this end closest to the needle and wrap it around this little pin sticking up there and pull it down tight. That's going to prevent this piece from slipping through your signature, as long as it holds. Now, I did continue to clamp this, and so that it would continue to take shape. Now, this is a rounded spine on here for these journals, which is fine. I love a rounded spine on a journal. So I'm going to take this off. I wanted to show you that the fabric is kind of coming up on here, and we tried this yesterday where I put the matte gel medium on it. It was yesterday or the day before. I didn't like the discoloration. If you can see the difference between here and down here, this I've peeled back up because I wanted to see if it was just the cardboard. Well, the discoloration is from the cardboard, so we know that. Now, if I were to put the matte gel medium on here and it turned this dirty brown color, I don't want that. So I'm not really sure what to do here. This is a book cover. It's a covered book. It's green. So it might be all right. So I thought maybe what we'd do after we get this signature in is at the end of our time here today, I will paint the matte gel on the back, and we'll see how it looks. If it looks good, then I'll go ahead and paint it on the front. Well, it's not paint. I'm saying paint, but we'll apply it. And this is, I got this Hobby Lobby, Master's Touch. It seems to be pretty good. You know, I think I like the Liquitex a little better. This one has a pretty strong scent to it, and I'm not used to that with my mediums, so I did wait for a sale to come on, so I got it at 40% off or something. But it seems to be okay. It doesn't dry as quickly as the other ones. But it's good. I mean, it dries beautifully. So you can see now this is really stuck. I peeled this back while it was still a little damp, so I could see what the difference in color was. So anyway, at the end of our session today, we will go ahead and paint the back of this, or apply our matte gel medium on this. The other place I want to apply it is right through here. And the reason for that is because I did not take the time to go around all these little holes to glue it down solidly. I think a little matte gel in there not a thick coat, just a thin one, would really help that to stay securely in place. And same way here on the front. So you can see I have 2 signatures in, and like I said, this is a roll, a rounded spine. So sitting like this, the pages are even, but once they go this way, you can see they're not, because this one is further away from the edge. But if you bring them all back together, they're pretty close in proximity to one another. I do love the way this one is turning out. I think it's going to be a really nice cover here on this journal. You never know. I did get a little bulk here. I don't know if you can see that. Little bulk from the ribbon. I think I didn't put enough glue around it, but we're going to end up sewing through it right here anyway. So let's get busy and sew this signature in. You can see I still have a pokey tool there, which is my awl. And after I got my holes punched in the back here, then I took this strip of paper and I laid it down beside it, and I made marks on my little piece of paper so I could put some holes in it, like this. The other thing I did was I tried to get this right between the top and bottom. It's off a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. So I need to pull this so I can get this out of there. Oh, I was going to show you. If you do not have one of the Crafty Cat things you can bind in, just take an old book and set this down in the right into the spine there and poke through, and you'll get the same effect as having one of the bookbinding things. So remove this and then carefully stick this back in your hole till you're ready. I think I'll move it up to here because I'm going to start right here. Let me get this out of the way. And we're going to poke that through there. It's always pretty tight, so I just bring along a tool. There we go. You are not supposed to get caught up with the rest of it. I'm going to pull this through. Okay, now this is not the end that's closest to the needle, but it's going to be the farthest away now. But as you can see, that will stop that from hopping through there. Okay, let's see, where am I? Where am I? Make sure you have the top up and that you've checked all your pages. I mean, there are ways to fix things if it doesn't go through, doesn't go right. Okay, leave your awl in there until you're ready. Now I'm going to first stick it through this part right here. I have a little hole there, I can see. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this all the way through. Don't pull tight. Not yet. Okay, so we want this to go through that same hole. And we want it to come out, we hope, first time. So I'm just going to kind of stick it through there. Okay. And just kind of feel around, don't jab yourself. I'm just using a little tool here that I use for my okay. Now pull those two just in, and we're going to go down to the bottom one now. This is called the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And if it doesn't poke right through the awl, they're not lined up where they were before. Yep. Still not lined up. Well, it seems to want to go a different direction. It's never easy, this part. This part is always fussy. And I don't know why it has to be like that, but it is. There we go. It's pretty darn close. Get your needle ready. I'm sorry if you can't see this part. Okay, it is going through. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Let's double check it. Bring this one back down this way. Okay, so this one is the hardest to get through. I generally just poke it through one hole, trying not to split my thread, but I'm going to check to see if I have split it. No, I haven't, because it's still moving. If I'd split it, it would show right here. Okay, so now I gotta get through this part. Oh my goodness, this is the hardest part, everybody. Especially when it's the last signature. You can see I didn't come through in the right place. So what I need to do is loosen this up a little bit. Right here. Okay. Put my needle back on here. Don't feel like you have to get it all in through the spine with it being all tied up. Now there's a split through the thread. Remove that. And we want this one on one side of this center thread. And it wants to be all messy. There we go. Okay. There we are. We made it. Now we can start tightening everything up. If it doesn't tighten up, you have gone through a thread somewhere. That looks good. I'm not going to pull it super tight, because I always break my paper. Okay, tie your first knot in and watch carefully. I just learned this from, I can't remember, 49 Dragonflies maybe? Go ahead and you're going to make that circle. You don't have to loop over or under or anything. Go under this one and through here, and then take this one, go under here, trying not to get everything all mixed up, and this one is going off on that side. Okay, if I did it right, we'll make a nice little knot down in there, and there you go, a nice tight flat knot. Perfect. Okay, so now what we need to do is give this a little bit of workout here. Now my pages are not perfect. I wasn't trying for perfection. I was just trying for something that would make a nice writing journal. And you can see that it really does. It really does make a really nice, with a nice background on it, because it doesn't look like you're missing something down there. And let's find the center page right here. Let's toss that ribbon in there. And let's see, what do we want to do? I did start on one of these signatures. Probably this last one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I wanted to show you some pages I put in. I put in some half pages here. And I glued them as pockets. This was a children's book. This one, I glued two pieces of paper together because they were on a thin copy paper. And back here, that's the other one we're going to turn into some kind of pocket. Oh, right here it is. Here's this one. Now I centered this so that it would get caught in the signature, the ties of the signature. And same way with this one. Here's a hole and there's a hole. So tried to make it so that they wouldn't flop around, you know. Now this one, I did not get these guys lined up, so we'll have to figure out how we want to do that. We might just leave them as two separate pages, I don't know. Here is a music sheet. Now I did have them folded to the inside as well. I went ahead and cut those out and left pockets, you know, here and there on them. Okay, it wasn't that one. I wanted to show you how I finished up that one that came out with an odd, you can see this music sheet. I've gone ahead and left the pocket here and took off the bottom pocket. Let's see, I left the braille paper in this one. Oh, here it is, right here. This was that pocket that turned out so wonky. I had the two circle cutouts here. I did not like it. So all I did was I angle cut here, and then I did this with the knife. I put in the corner of, let me get it. I just put in the corner of this into that pocket, and then I carefully cut it out around, you know, so I wouldn't slice through the whole thing. Now I ended up having to put fabric along the spine, and then it split right here after I got everything made. So I put a little piece of fabric right there as well. And I finished this one off with, this is typewriter paper, by the way, typewriter lessons papers. And applied something here so you could write on it. It looks like kind of like an envelope or something, a little sack, gift bag. But on this side, you can put a tag in. And then I've added a pocket here. So that was what I did to that one. So here's the other side of it. And I just put wintertime there and added that paper. Added a pocket. So, what are we going to do next? Let's see. I think we should probably start right here. You could write on this paper. I don't really know, but you could. I mean, it's good enough to write on, right? But, you know, we have to think about these things. Do we want that to be a pocket? It could be. I think that would kind of get in the way. Let's hold that one. Let's reserve that one for later. But we do have this. The magic of winter. Let it snow. Now, I love that. So I think we'll use this to make a pocket here. Now, I'm going to extend it 1/2 inch over the edge here. Close to 1/2 inch. And then figure out where I want to make my fold on this side. So right about there. And then I'll trim it right about here. So this is going to get right there, a fold. Okay. So let's take this piece of paper right here. And then let's take this one. I like this side best. And we're going to cut it the same size. So I'm going to cut just a little piece off of it. Okay. Now we need to get our little scoreboard. Oh, I forgot to start my timer. Jeez, what is wrong with me? I had almost a 1/2 inch there. I was very close, so I'm just going to take it at that 1/2 inch and crease it. And then wherever you have your line over here, line it up on one of your lines to crease it. There we go. There. And let's do the same over here. We know this one is at 1/2 inch. And this one is right here. So line that pencil mark up with one of the grooves. Isn't it groovy? And we'll crease it. Now we have the front pocket and the back pocket of that third signature. So let's trim these. don't know where my big scissors are. They're nearby, I know that. Oh, my heart was broken this morning. I was listening, or I was reading on Facebook that there's another woman missing up on Highway 20. For many years, women have gone missing up there. I couldn't tell you how many murders there's been. Maybe, I don't know. So I hope this woman's okay. They found her car up there, and about 30 miles east of here. So I don't know. It's scary, you know, when stuff like that happens. There's somebody. Actually, she's from England, I believe, and she's writing a story about it. She came by the genealogy and was talking to us about it, see what information we had. We didn't have a lot other than newspaper reports. And now, you know, with Facebook and all that, it's more and more reports are Facebook reports. So... But yeah, it's been a long, you know, it couldn't be like just one person because of the length of time between missing persons. But it just seems very bizarre that it keeps happening on Highway 20. So, don't know. And, you know, that's just this part of Highway 20. Highway 20 goes clear across the United States, so... yeah. So, anyway, just thought I'd tell you that little piece of news. Could look it up and see about the murders up there, or the missing persons, I should say. Okay, so I'm going to put a piece of paper behind here so you can kind of see what it is I'm looking at instead of looking at a doable page there. There we go. Now you can better tell what I'm doing. I'm not putting this all the way over here, and I'm not putting it all the way over there. I'm learning as I build these journals that they don't need to be a full page of pocket, you know, on the base. Just let them have some room. So I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I'm not putting the thumb hole in the top of this one. It's going to have a tag or something in it. And I'll go ahead and do the bottom right now because I always forget. I don't know why, but just one of those things. Just cross it out of my mind. Okay. So right here, leaving some space and giving it that little curve there. There, isn't that pretty? The magic of winter. Let it snow. Oh, yes, please. So let's go back here. Oh, this was perfect having the music for this one. that. Yeah, that's the way we want it. So let's go ahead and put this one in. So now we know we definitely have 2 pockets to fill, don't we? I'm just kind of rubbing that down so it doesn't drift to the inside. Well, this one will be easier to put down because, well, I thought so. Maybe not. Because it's a nice flat page back here. And then we'll go across that way, and then we have a beautiful second pocket in. And that works out very nicely. One there and one up here. That was, where did I put it? Oh guys, where'd it go? Did I put it on this one? Oops, I did. And I put this one on the back. Oopsie. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything bad. It just means, oh, it's in the wrong spot. So we need to put one here, don't we? So we have this beautiful paper. Nothing says it has to be the same. Let's use that. And we also have this. I don't want the village on there. Don't need that word. We do have that and that. Ooh, that's a nice one. Wonderful. That would make a nice pocket, wouldn't it? Well, let's do it. Okay, so my fold needs to go right here. And my fold needs to go right here. Those are folds. I hope I don't cut them right there. Oops, let's put that back there. Let's see, 1/2 inch right there. And then let's do this one at 1/2 inch from, oh, right there. And I'll bring this back over. And we'll put our pocket in the right spot. I don't know, some reason I thought it was on the last signature. So there we go. That's okay. We're meant to have this pocket right up front. Okay. Oh, there's my big scissors. Okay, we better ink it because we did the other. Oh, that is pretty, isn't it? Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. Okay. I hope I can cover up that "for you" on there. We're clever in that way, aren't we? We can figure out how to cover it up. If we don't want it there, we just get rid of it with our very creative minds. My ink back up there. Okay, putting this down in the right spot, please. And we just cover up the words "for you." Yeah. Going nicely, I think. I'm working on that corner. That's where my pressure is down on the corner. Because I want to be sure it's adhered. As you can see here. Okay, there's one. There's the other. I like that. It actually turned out very nicely. Okay, so we have that one done. Let's see what we have else in here. Oh, we have this paper. Now this one's going to be a little fragile. So just so we note that. This one has a lot of writing space in it too. I like that. This signature. We have our Braille paper. We have that. I think probably we'll work on this pocket. Now, do we want it to go that way, or do we want it to be like this? Side little thing. Do we want to decorate this or leave it as writing? I think we'll decorate one side, and then we'll see how sturdy it is for writing on. Okay, so let's think about this side. What are we going to do to spiff it up? Let's spiff it up. Now we do have this we could put in there too. This is an Angela Kerr design. We could put that in to stiffen this up and still leave it as a writing spot. That would work. That would look nice. What else do we have? Oh, I know there's a piece of paper here. Oh, this one. Look at this. Wouldn't this one go oh, I got lines in my paper. Go nice with the green check over here? So I think maybe we'll use that one. So let me cut the edges off first. I'm going to put that tool back there. It's getting caught up on the wire. Oh, come on. I'm going to cut you a piece of paper, and you're just going to have to like it. That's all there is to it. These are digitals that Angela Kerr sells on Etsy. She also has a website now where she sells a lot of her designs. And she also does sells kits that she prints out now. So if you're interested in her designs, just hop on over there, and she has them for sale as kits too. But she does live over in England, I believe. Not quite sure where she lives over there, but somewhere there. Okay, I'm going to tuck this all the way into here so that it gets that color behind it. But I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. I'm going to get close. I'll mark it off, and then I'm going to cut that piece of paper. I'm going to glue it down to here. Let me mark this off. Okay. So, it doesn't matter which direction we cut first. Always try to look at it and see, well, there's that much space left on that piece, but down here there's quite a bit, so I'll cut here first and keep this as the bigger piece, and then where are you not going to, oh, that's in your way, I'm sorry. And let's cut that. There we go. Put that over there to save. And line it up right here. And put that over there. Now, let's go ahead and go around some of this. My blade is wearing out, I can tell, because I'm starting to get shreddy looking paper here, which is fine. I don't mind that in a journal. Sometimes I want it to be nice and straight. So, you know, there are times I'm picky. I couldn't tell you why, but I know there are times. Okay, so this is going to go in here. And hopefully I have cut it the correct length and width, which I have. So let's open that back up. Let's put this back on here. I think oh, I'm in the second signature again. I'm hopping around, guys. Hop, hop, hop. Must be like a fabric hop or something. Paper hop. Now, I really don't want that to show through on that paper. So, I'm going to move this up here. And I'm going to squish my glue down a bit. And then I'm going to have to clean up my glue before I glue everything down, because otherwise my book is going to stick to the table. Along that edge. It's sticking to my fingers right now. Okay, right there too. I knew there was some more, I just couldn't. Oh gosh, I'm wiping it up with my material, guys. Look at that. I was thinking about using that to make ruffles. Ruffles have ridges. Like the old potato chip commercial. Okay, I'm going to set this down right where I want it on this side. And hope it all goes well. It's off a little bit, but it's not bad. Okay. So, now this. What are we going to do with that? Now, we could do that. Just don't know. But we could, I mean. I think we need to stiffen this up a little bit. Let me see what pieces of paper I have over here. And we do have this that we could put here. I think I'd like it to take the whole piece up. Pink and green. I love pink and green. I think what we'll do is we have that much space, so I want to put a mark here. Okay. I'm going to get my larger scoring board out. And I'll line this up with one of these things. And I'm going to go ahead and score it. There we go. Let's see. And fold it over. I'm going to put it this way. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Get rid of the scoring board. The reason I'm doing it this way is because the pocket, it's a pretty weak pocket with that old thin placemat paper there. So that's why I'm doing it that way. I'm going to use my little cutter here. I love this guillotine cutter by Fiskars. It is so good. I just absolutely love it. Oops, I can't set it down there. I don't want my dog to lick the blade or something. Ouch. That would hurt, wouldn't it? Hurt my poor dog. So we have, my dog's been upset all morning long, since early, because there's some homeless people that have parked out on our street, and they are basically camping out there. Can't get them to do anything about them because our governor wrote laws that they don't care if you're paying taxes for your property. You're going to let people live on it. I don't mind, you know, go let them stay at the park, whatever. But I just don't think they belong in a neighborhood. not this close to a school, and you know, if they're good people, great, you know. But you know, I don't know. He's done this long enough to know that he needs to move from space to space every 48 hours. So he moves around our neighborhood, you know, little bit here, little bit there. And I guess that's his job. But Sweet Home has got a real problem with homelessness. And it's, you know, people say they aren't moving here, but they do. They move here because they get all this, you know. They get all this. I don't know how to do this, guys. I'm going to squish that right there. And I guess right to there. I'm going to fold this over. There we go. Now I'm going to go to this inside first. And don't get me wrong, I feel bad for people that don't have a home. And if they're truly homeless because, you know, they can't afford their apartments and stuff anymore, I'll be there to help them. Do whatever they need to do to get them and their kids out of a van or out of a car. But if they're doing it just because they don't want to work, then, you know, I'd rather they went to work and, you know, help the rest of us get through life too. A little easier. And really, it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't toss all their garbage out their vehicle doors and stuff like that. That irritates me. I was leaving the house one day and there was a group of homeless people parked in their cars down there. And the garbage was unreal. So I just pointed to the one car that I knew it had to be coming from. Pointed at the car, and pointed at the ground, and they did clean it up. You know, I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not going to... I don't want to have to clean up after people. Clean up your own damn stuff. That's what I think. But, yeah, it's pretty sad. The homelessness. And it is a real problem for our genealogy society. We get a lot of we would have a better genealogy society if we weren't having to put up with all of the homeless people down there. But people are afraid, and you can't blame them. They don't know, you know, these people and what they, you know, they're strangers. They shouldn't have to worry about that, but I always try to tell them, look, they're all very kind, and they're, you know, we've not had any problems with them. You can park your car out there, it'll be fine. But the older people, they're scared. And, you know, it's asking a lot of them to put their brave on just to come to the genealogy society. Why should they do that when they can go to one in, you know, 1 or 2 cities over west of us and park and not worry. So, you know, it's a problem. So, I know it makes people mad when you talk about it too. Everybody gets really protective, and it's just, you know, I guess I'm working in the middle signature is what I seem to be doing. So anyway, when we come back, I'll have a couple more of these pockets done, and we'll make some ephemera. I'm going to try and finish up a lot of this on my own and then bring you back to look at pieces as I go. But isn't that pretty? This is an Angela Kerr. Kerr. Oh, we have this page too. And my thought is that we would do one whole signature together, unless I keep skipping into other ones. I might have to clip those closed so I don't keep going back to them. Anyway, I thought we'd do one full signature together with ephemera and pockets and stuff and decorating. And then the others I would do on my own. So I'm not boring you into 10 videos again. I'll never get done. Just like I didn't finish my fall journal. I felt so bad, you guys. But I'll get back to it. I promise. I promise I will. Okay, I'm going to let you go for today, and I sure appreciate you being here with me, and yeah. Look at that. I just missed her mouth, you guys. So, anyway, I hope that you all have a great evening, and don't judge me about my worry about the homeless. I may not be saying things as well as I should be, because I'm afraid to say anything, but my dog has been upset since 3 a.m. and it's kind of it makes it hard. So anyway, I will talk to you all later, and when we come back, we'll add some ephemera and see what else we can make and have fun with. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for being here.